Before we get into it, it's just worth noting a few things on the homepage. So the first is top right, where you go for all your account settings. That gives you your account balance, billing details, things like numbers you've bought, and we'll get to that a bit later on. Just remember that's top right of the homepage, and if you ever need help, bottom right, look for the help icon. So there's a bunch of help articles with FAQ and also links for online chat or email. Okay, so if you are running an inbound project where people are calling you, it might be an IVR, it might be auto receptionist, as some people call it, or an automated answering service. What you'll need to do is select inbound project when you get asked where the data for the project will come from. This will then drop you into the builder where you're going to click on voice template. We can then see in our data flow that all traffic reading this top to bottom will be coming into our inbound voice builder. So we're going to build that now. Okay, if it's your first campaign in Upwire, you're going to need to buy a number. So to do that, you go to the inbound number section. You'll see there's no number there. You need to click on the buy number icon. If it's your first time in, you won't see any other options there. So we do that there. Select the country you're in, type of number you want, landline or mobile or cellular, and it'll bring up a bunch of options. So for pricing, it's a couple of bucks a month, but just check out the website for the latest pricing and select your number there. So we click out of that. If it's not appearing in the drop down, sometimes you just need to refresh that menu. So just go back to the top, click on the settings icon, and there we go. You can see that inbound number's there. It's that easy. Okay, so the information module is very straightforward. This is the module you use when you don't need any response from the person calling in. So you can rename that module just by typing over the label there. Then you can see in the voice message, you've got options there to either use a text-to-speech editor or just upload your own WAV file, so a voice recording. So if I go into the text-to-speech, I can just type in my message and I'll be read out when someone calls in. The menu module is the one you want to use when you're asking a question and the answer is a number between 1 and 10 that the respondent or whoever's on the other end enters into their touchpad. So we can rename that module as you can any module just by typing over the top. The next step is to open the text-to-speech editor, and that's where you ask the question as well as give the options and their corresponding number. So really simple example, let's say here are opening hours. 1, speak to customer service. 2, and let's say warranty claim, press 3. So having done that, I then need to go into my branching, which is the third icon down, and create a branch for each of those 3 options. So we had opening hours 1, customer service transfer was 2, warranty claim 3, and you see the outbound branches there. If you want to transfer the call to a live operator or customer service representative, we just grab a transfer module, we snap it into place in the flow. Then under the information icon there, we can enter the phone number we're transferring to. So the only thing you really need to keep in mind here is number format. Always include the international code, no plus prefix. There we go. Your other options here is a message for the person who's being transferred. So you can say your call is now being transferred. And there's also an option for an agent message. You might want to let them know inbound call coming from, this call queue or that call queue or this team. Just make sure you toggle that one on top right if that's something you wanted to use. As always, you can rename this module and it will appear in your reporting as you've renamed it. When you want to record part of the call, we use a record module, funnily enough. We can just drag and drop that into place, snap it into our flow like that. And then let me just bring up the text-to-speech editor. So usually you use this for things like accepting terms and conditions. So let me type something in just for World's shortest terms and conditions there. Then you have some settings which are unique to the record module. So you can set, this is in seconds, a max record duration, a max silence duration before it times out, and a termination key. So usually you'd have to prompt the customer if you want to use a termination key. So accept the terms and conditions, then press the hash or star key. The hang up module is by far the simplest. All it does is hang up. All you need to know is to put any pleasantries, a goodbye or whatever in the information module above it. Alright, I've built my call flow. I'm happy with it. All I need to do now is just check for errors and then hit go. So the check for errors button sits at the top of the canvas. Green means good. If there's any errors, they come up red and it'll light up where in the flow there's an issue or an error. Just click back, hit that play button to set that live. And for an inbound call campaign, it will say inbound running, as you can see there.